So I feel like enlightening us about certain principles, because I have done a careful research about most of the principles that have come to see, like most of us have come to see. We grew up, we were born, and we came and saw some principles, and most of us, we don't ask questions. One of which is wait for your time. Do you know why they established that phrase, wait for your time? Wait for your time. The particular phrase, wait for, it states, wait for your time. And they still came and said, time wait for nobody. And people are not thinking. See, I just feel like there was an era of wise people. After they must have gotten a huge bag, a whole lot of money, they came up to make laws that will make the poor man to relax and remain in his comfort zone. Phrase like wait for your time. Phrase like don't be in a haste. Phrase like God's time is the best. And people are too blind to ask questions. What do we mean by God's time? Because there is no specific time. All the time belongs to God. What do we mean that by wait for our time, when they still came and told us that time waits for no one? They established morality, morally upright. They bring up rules, so many rules that will protect their properties, that will protect and keep them in safety. Don't smoke. Why? When you smoke, you get high, and when someone that gets high can have the morale through highness to challenge the authority. They don't look. They don't want anything that will make you to challenge the authority. That is why it is very bad. It is very difficult for a rich man to allow you to grow under his canopy. It is very difficult. You are a honest servant and you feel your boss will settle you to go. If you go now, who go work for him? Who is loyal that will work for him? They want you to always be under their canopy, to always worship. That's why they cannot give you enough in order for you to live, in order for you to challenge their authority, their supremacy. Why do you think that government are running around hunting Yahoo boys? Why are they hunting Yahoo boys? Because those guys have money, and anybody that have money cannot be used. If you have money, because when you have money, you know your rights. If you don't have money, you don't have any rights. Even when you know your right, they will still oppress you, and if you do mistake, say anything, they will discipline you. And they will come again and say, life is precious, life is the most important thing. When you have life, when there is life, there is hope. All those words, all those phrases are to kill your potential, to make you relax. Now, have you ever given a thought about how the rich make their money? There is no big money that comes from a clean way, and no clean money is big. A case study of a professor. Check the salary of a professor. 35 years of working. How much is their salary? Sum up their salary. Can their salary buy a Benz? Can it buy a Benz? You will not buy. So they program this thing. You see the way they program the system, that once you finish your university or your secondary school, whatever level you are, they pay you according to level. The more you grow in the work, which is the more you grow, the more your responsibility grows. They pay you, they increase your salary in accordance to your responsibility, because they expect that as you are growing, your responsibility is growing, which means there is no way you can have enough to save, and there is no way you can challenge your authority. You order pain for them. You can't move more than them. So they structured it in such a way that you can never be rich. That is why I established that there is no big money that is clean, and there is no clean money that is big. So I don't know about you. Those guys, they got their money from the wrong side. Check the likes of the big men that we have. Pablo Escobar, he died or his name remains. How did he get his money? A drug lord. His country is known mostly because of him. He died, but his name still lives. Our president, you have heard the stories already. He was a drug lord. The report came from US. He's still our president. Check the lives of the prominent men. They've paid their price. Okay, let's not go back. Let's not go to the bigger names, the big names. I want you to understand with me, like, go to your community, go and check the community, your community chief, your local chief. You understand with me that they possess most of the lands. They have more lands. How do they get those lands? By oppressing others. God is not against you oppressing another person. That is why God himself oppress. If you go to the vegetation, you see some plants grow more than some grass. Some plants grow more than some plants. We call it survival of the fittest. Nature way of selection. Natural way of selection. Some plants will grow, stopping some plants from receiving direct sunlight from the sun, thereby making them to wither and die. Then this particular plant that overshades the other plant will flourish and grow other branches and grow other this thing. So when you sit down and say, I don't want to oppress another person, you are fooling yourself, because God is not against you oppressing another person. Life is for the strong, it's not for the weak. The community chief, they oppress people, they got their lands and they died. Oh, your grandfather died, but the land that they oppress others to get, their children are still using those lands for their good. When you are sitting down talking about morality, someone sat down somewhere after getting the money and getting the bag, getting a huge amount of money. He sat down and made rules that will make you not to challenge his authority, that will make you not to disturb him. And you find justification in it. What is morality? Morality is anything that you do that pays your bill. Anything that puts food on your table is moral. That's why I always tell my friends, I tell everybody that your number one enemy is the government. The government does not want you to grow. They will never allow you to grow. That's why they are chasing these small boys, because they know you don't go election before go see your boy for line. You will never see them in line. You will never see them do election, because they don't give money. They don't big pass all those kind of operation. So in order for government to make them fall back to line, they have to take their source of income. They have to squeeze them. They have to punish them. They have to follow up so that they will not make what they are making. People complain about the northerners. Those people, just imagine 18 years old children having 100 million through kidnapping. Just imagine, your chairman is there collecting 500 million and eating alone without even sending you. Your governor is there taking you are still clapping for him without the 100,000 naira. I'm not asking you to go and kidnap your governor, but if you kidnap your governor, it's still good for you if you succeed, because there are some life that is not even worth living. There are some life that is not worth living. You are alive, but you don't have anything to show off for. It's not a life. So there are some instances that there are some things that you have to, there are some risks you have to take. If you succeed, it's good for you and the generation. If you die, you'll be remembered. You'll be remembered that you tried something big. 50 Cent said, get rich or die trying. Stop settling low. Don't buy the ideologies of the rich, the ideologies of the society. All those rules were made to pin you down, so that after they must have accumulated all the money, they can live comfortably and give you when they feel like, of which they will not feel like. You know, understand? They will not feel like. So everything that puts food on your table, even if it means oppressing your brother, oppress your brother. Make sure you survive. Survival is inevitable. Survival is for the fittest. If it was not for the fittest, there was no way lion God created lion, still created goat, and allow both of them to stay together. In biology, we have a food web and food chain. Goat will eat grass. Grass will feed from the sun. Goat will eat grass. Lion will eat goat. Man will eat lion. That is food chain, food web, the rotation. So God knew what He did. It is not it is not wrong for you to oppress another person. The most important thing is that you must be okay. When once you are okay, another person shouldn't be your brother. It's not your business. You protect your territory, you protect your family, that's your territory. If another person won't die, make him die. You don't understand? So don't use the morality to hinder yourself from getting whatever you are supposed to get. Because those guys that made those laws, they have accumulated their money. They are looking for their safety now. They are looking for their safety. They are not actually looking out for you. They are trying to stop you from challenging the authorities. And you are there feeling, some of them even use religion. They use religion to stop you, to barrier you. Meanwhile, they check your pastors, check the prominent pastors, they are businessmen. They are cashing out. And you are claiming religion. The Israel that even brought Christianity, they are not even serious about the thing. You are claiming religion, playing religion over every other thing.